Yo, what's my everybody? If you guys today, welcome to the channel. I think it's my good boy is back with another video for you guys today. Doing a review of Yuki Nagasato. Big ups to EA for coming out with a special card for Yuki. In the last game, I did a few evos of Yuki because she's one of my favorite players in the WSL. Probably like you said a lot about the WSL. It's the league I watch the most. And I just feel like, you know, I would say this because my like videos. I'm going to do reviews of cars that I think go under the radar, and Yuki looks pretty good. There are some things that I want to nitpick about because it is a nitpicky thing to complain about. But the car looks pretty solid. You know, she's definitely more meant to be a cam, but there's no cam listing here. Yeah, like in the later stage of her career right now, would Houston have had her play as a striker and more midfield than say like a cam. But traditionally, she's more so known for being a cam and being a midfielder more so than a striker. So it kind of sucks they didn't give her the cam position because that kind of forced my hand on formation because we're playing her in a 4-1-4-1. I wanted to play a 4-3-3 attack or a 4-2-1-3. But she can't play cam. Yeah, I kind of like just made it sort of all right. We got to find a formation where we can get her plus. And also get in the players who want to get in like. Morgan Weaver if we put through the Daniel's Magic Evo. So she's going to be in playing Playmaker plus. We have her on an engine. The reason why we have her engine because I kind of want to maximize her passing capabilities. So without the engine, her passing is a little low for a midfielder at 86, especially when it comes to like the fact that she has false 9+ as well. So this is one who's meant to be designed around creating chances and creating offense more so than actually scoring. And so you kind of want to get that passing as high as possible, while also increasing her dribbling. Her balance was fine, but I wanted that to be a little higher. Her pace is a little low at 84, and with the engine, it goes up to 88. To me, it depends on how you want to play her. If you play her as an advanced forward, she does have advanced forward plus. If you play her as advanced forward, put a 100 on her. But I think for the context of playing her as someone who's a playmaker or a false 9, I think engine is good, like because you can't go wrong with either one when it comes to putting her on an engine or putting on a hunter. Even if you are playing her as just a midfielder who's going to be a playmaker and attacking, you can put her on a hunter and be fine as well. Play styles wise, she has finesse shot, chip shot, inside of pass, and tiki taka. And my team is filled with tiki taka. I think it would be nicer if they gave her at least one more passing play style because again, playmaker. I will say get rid of chip shot and give her like a ping pass. Not long ball because again we don't want the card to be too OP. I know you're like, why do you want it to be too OP? Because too OP means that the card becomes more expensive. But also when it comes to like meta, for example, Easy SBC has an AI that dictates a meta score. And the meta rating for her as a playmaker is like a 94, 92. So she's, even though you wouldn't think of her being meta because she's like an unknown player for like a lot of y'all, Easy SBC does view her as being someone who would play well in the meta. She has no defending playstyle. She has technical playstyle plus, quick step, and aerial, which will kind of compensate for her lack of height. I think she's like 5'6". She has half finger plus, player plus, advanced forward plus, and false 9+. Yeah, like I said, she was 5'6", 4-star, 5-star. Very nice to see that. So in the future, when she's evolvable, you get that to like a 5-star, 5-star. I guess if keyword there is future though. So this is what teams look like because we're playing a 4-1-4-1. No, this is an Inception tactics. I know this video is being recorded like literally the exact same day that Inception posted 4-1-4-1 because we chose this formation. We played it a lot before, but also because it just fits up with the personnel. So we have Mbappe, Alexis Putellas, Rafinha, Weaver, Kanate, and VVD with Buffon, O'Hara, and Carragher. The bench is looking like Rotman, Morgan Wrighton, Patrick Guerrero, Oberdorf, Carpenter, and Sol Campbell, or as I call him, Swole Campbell. You hear about the tactics. So we'll go into the tactics where we get into the gameplay. Like I say, 4-1-4-1, we're playing on high and balance. We have everyone's on their pluses if they can be other BBD because his plus is like playmaker. But we're having O'Hara on attacking wing back with Weaver on attacking inside forward, but Rafinha is on balance as it works. So we want him to come back on defense, so he can play kind of like a 4 midfield defense, if you will. Especially because we're going to need to compensate for the fact that we have both Nagasato and Putellas on playmaker attack, Casemiro playing as a holding defender. So yeah, I feel like all that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's get to against rivals and see if Nagasato can cook.
Alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And we have action from foot rivals coming your way. It's Sporting Club Pride versus Cheers.
A lot of coins spent on that team. A lot of coins spent on that team. And when you're not a good player, you try to buy your way to success. What a bad angle Alexia chose for that.
Here's how it looks for Pride. Gianluigi Buffon begins in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside
Oh, Weaver going to run.
in central defense. Rafinha starts with Casemiro in the center of the pitch. And lining up through the middle in attack today is Kylian Mbappe.
What like actually I was trying to do. That was a little bit of a mishap there.
The inside route looking promising. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating.
Wouldn't be S24, I mean S25 without people freaking just jacking up freaking shots.
Rafinha.
So we need Yuki to get a little more into the attack. It's a pin. You can take it. Yuki, you're in.
A chance to extend the lead.
It's a goal for Yuki Nagasato, her first game. Yo, Kanate, what are you doing? Bruh. Kanate, like, he just ignores the ball. Holy DDA goal. Yeah, it's a free goal if the AI just, like, not just falling asleep right there. Because we won the ball with freaking, what's his name? With Carragher, and you know, of course, since we won the ball, we couldn't freaking react. We would read Alexia like a freaking book, and the game punishes me for it by having like Kanate just ignore the fucking ball. It's not trying to pass, they're trying to go to, like, oh my god, this game is so shit. That's a goal for Yuki Nagasato. I earn my goals, pussy. I earn my goals. I don't get to go my shit game. It's a hat trick for Yuki Nagasato in her first game. You get greedy for being a bitch. Oh, never let me freaking move. And this game needs to, if you still have possession freaking ball at your feet, you should still be able to freaking do things with the ball. This game does this thing where it forces your players to not be able to freaking do anything with the freaking ball because there's pressure. This game's passing is like the last patch is really good for like nerfing freaking like headers, which is great, but it made passing bad again. Like, I don't know how many y'all were playing when the game first freaking released. Like, the passing has been like dog water. She got tripped and there's no pin. That's why that because I was trying to shoot that to the left post and she gets tripped, so she couldn't freaking take the shot to the left post like I was trying to. This game is fucking like so bad that they don't call a freaking foul right there. That's definitely a freaking foul. They call that one though.
Nagasato. Here's Rafinha.
That touch from Mbappe was really bad. Alexia gets the goal. The guy does all this dancing. He can't freaking shoot. And when he can't shoot, he doesn't have a finesse shot. Trivalis. This community can only freaking score freaking when they have like a pass, like a shooting mechanic that can freaking help them freaking score. That's just someone who doesn't use freaking timing. If you use timing, you have a better chance. But like people who don't play with freaking timing, they have to freaking like use finesse shots and shit to freaking score. Just trying to run the freaking flanks and trying to pass it on. It's been a gritty, like, congrats, you scored, Holland.
He's given us away. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Can they make it count? Might go ahead. And a goal to re-establish them. They get ready for their set-piece routine already in the league here. Getting a strong
All right, game 2 going into halftime. Yuki's kind of been non-existent. That's more so just not getting the ball to her. At least not in like good positions. Her defense has been showing a little bit though. She has pretty low defending at 72, but it's been. You gotta have better control of that. It never makes sense to me when like people have a hard time controlling a freaking ball. These are world-class players. They shouldn't be struggling like with those kind of like balls. Moves backwards instead of like staying where he's at.
Rafinha starts alongside Casemiro in the heart of midfield, and the main man up front is Kylian.
That's assists for Yuki Nagasato. Great ball movement, so goal. Yuki was involved in that. She gets a hockey assist. Oh, this is the luckiest fucking bounces, dude. It bounces off my player back into his player. Like, this game is no skill, it's just luck. This game's all about luck. It's better to be lucky than good. Holy man, this game is so fucking bad. This is such a bad video game. The gameplay is super freaking heavy. My players can't move. The passing has been dog shit since the last freaking update. This guy gets freaking unlucky going off the ball bouncing off my players back into freaking Lamia. Is what makes it annoying is like you work your ass off, you sweat your ass off for a simple fucking football goal, and then the game rewards your opponent with like rebounds. Should be rewarded with a goal. He makes bad defensive, bad passing choices, and I don't get a freaking goal there.
Could be trouble. There could be trouble now. Mbappe, and it's in. Nagasato.
Ooh, that was a nice one for Yuki. I wanted to get closer to take that shot, but with the way this gameplay is right now, I can't get closer. The gameplay is way too freaking heavy. Oh, that was actually a good trajectory. She has base finesse shot, so she had goal that probably goes in. That's 6 for Yuki Nagasato. And why is we getting these goals? Because he's pulling his players out of position. There's so many people who play this game who are bad at this game, and they just get bailed out by freaking bad gameplay or by freaking offside traps. This guy's dog shit. He has freaking a pin goal, which again, you could say the pin's a deserved goal. And he hits like a lucky fucking bounce. Why does that ball like, it needs to be to the freaking left. But it's not. That's a goal for Yuki Nagasato. Right, outro time. Before we can talk about Nagasato. Before we get into talking about Nagasato, I just want to say, like, out the gate, today's gameplay was probably like the worst gameplay I've experienced in this game, period. Like, even when I did that rent video way back when, the gameplay wasn't as bad as it is today. Like, today's gameplay has just been very bad. Like, I don't remember a time where the gameplay was this bad. Like, all my players, like all of them, including Mbappe, just felt super stiff and slow. Like, they couldn't sprint. They couldn't even like just move at all. Like, the turns were bad. Everything about movement was so bad today. Because of that, I left like freaking 5 games today. Like, I'm not gonna front with you. You know, like I'm not playing a bad gameplay. Like, I'm just not. So when I got into games, it just felt awful. I don't care what the scoreboard was. I just left. And so I left a lot of games. I never left this many games in one session. Because I left like 5 games, and it was just because of no reason other than just the gameplay. It's just so bad. The reason why I don't want to play in bad gameplay is because this game does stuff on purpose. It gives you bad gameplay and bad freaking like delays, so the casual players have a shot to beat better players. And I'm not saying like I'm some kind of world beater player. I think I'm just good. I don't think I'm like crazy good or amazing or the best player. I think I'm a good player. And when you have bad gameplay, you just get it. You understand this too. Just because you have bad gameplay doesn't mean your opponent has bad gameplay. So while you're struggling to just move or just to do a tap pass or to do anything, your opponent just has regular gameplay. Like they're doing fine. You know, they're having just a swell all the time where you're just sitting there struggling to just move. So gameplay was very bad today, and so because of that, just keep in mind that I did leave 5 games today, about 5 games, because the gameplay was just dog shit. As Yuki Nagasato, she has 7 goal contributions in about 5 games. Again, we left about 5 or 6 games, so about 5, maybe 6 games. I don't remember how many. I just know about at least 5 games that I left. She had 7 goal contributions in those games. 5 goals, 3. She had her first game was a hat trick. The last gameplay y'all saw, I think it was the last game y'all saw. She had 2 goals in that one as well. Then she had I think she had an assist in that game too. Then there's one game which is kind of just non-existent, which I don't know if it was because of the gameplay or just because we also just didn't get the balls to her at all. Like we really in that second game that you seen in this video, we kind of just ignore she exists. Not intentionally, because I'm not saying this about me. I'm an opportunist. I play the game like if I see someone's open, that's what I'm going to. So it's all about if my players are in position to receive the ball. Thing about Yuki Nagasato is she plays like a cam. Her stats line up like a cam, but they didn't give her the cam position. She doesn't have a lot of defense, and that hurts the card. Physical, for a playmaker, you're okay with it, and she doesn't have a lot of pace. When you're in bad gameplay, you need that pace. I felt it in this gameplay. I was like, okay, if she was a little quicker, then we would at least had a better shot to get some even more goals with her. But in the gameplay, 88 pace, because we have an injured heart against her +4 pace. The 88 pace wasn't enough. With the Hunter, she had 92 pace. And I don't even know if that's enough, because like just the gameplay was just so heavy. But outside of that, the card was very, very good. Honestly, it surprised me. I wasn't expecting a lot from this card because I don't think she's in the right position. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think this card's in the right position. And because of that, I feel like it just seemed like her AI just was off. There were some situations in some of the games that I played where she kind of just was just standing around, even while being on her plus roll. You think to yourself, like, usually players don't do that unless they're playing a position they shouldn't play, and playing a position where they don't have any pluses at all. While being playmaker plus, sometimes her player would just stand still and just not do anything, even though I'm right next to her or there's a ball get ready to go towards her. And it's just it's weird. It's weird that sometimes the game behaves in a way that it behaves. But when she was not being like when her AI wasn't being weird, she's making really good runs. I do think that sometimes, even though I have her playmaker attack, I think sometimes the game automatically will have your second playmaker not move if the other playmaker made a run. So when Lexi made runs, I noticed that Yuki would just kind of just not care to make runs, and it's weird because like if it was box to box, it makes sense. But maybe if I had her on roaming, it would be different. Like I said, it'd be a lot better card if she had a cam position, because it kind of forced my hand. I don't want to play a 4-1-4-1. I feel like it's a very boring formation. But unless I played like a 4-5-1, it's not like a lot of options to have. With right mid, left mids, and like just have this kind of setup. Like if I played a 4-3-3, yeah, I could play like a 4-3-3, bracket 2, and have like a similar kind of setup. But I feel like the 4-3 bracket 2 is also a little boring. So I kind of like stop playing it. But in general, I think Yuki's a solid card. I'll give like a score like a 7 out of 10. The reason why she's so low, because again, 7's not bad. 7's not bad. Think about like ratings. 5's average, 6 is decent, 7's good. She's a good card. But again, if she had cam, be a lot better card. She had more pace, be a lot better card. She had better defense, be a lot better card. It's a card who like it's all about what's missing, not what's there. Play styles are good, but what's missing? Like I want my midfielders to have something on defense. And in the future for Evo, that could be something that happens for her. You might ask yourself, what up with Tejas? But Tejas doesn't have defense play styles. Tejas has better physical, better defense, less pace, but also it's Puteas. We all know in this game that certain cards have special things done to them by EA to make them even better. This is a special card. She has 90 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling. Tejas is a special card. You can't compare them. Also, she's 5-star, 5-star. So it's like you have to keep things in mind when it comes to like comparing players. Like they're both center mids who play who play freaking playmaker plus, but one's 5-star, 5-star, one's 4-star, 5-star. One has way better dribbling and way better passing, way better shooting. and that's pretty much it. Like it's not comparable. They're not the same. They're not in the same tier of kind of player. Now, if you're building a Japanese team, because I know a lot of y'all seen people in comment sections say they build Japanese teams, not my comment section, but other people's comment sections and people's Twitch chats. Yeah, go for her. Like if you can get her, Yoshida and Endo, like there's a number of Japanese players that they've come out with this year. Get her. Like I recommend you having her in your squad if you're building a Japanese team or an VOSL team, or you're building any team with women. If you want like super sub, like I think she'd be a perfect super sub if I didn't have Bamati. You know, because like again, you got to think about your team. My team has Bonmati as like my backup playmaker plus player, because usually what my setup for my main team play a 4-5-1 setup is usually these two in the playmaker roles, and then Bonmati will come in off the bench for Puteas because she has less stamina than Patry seemingly. So like if you're playing, you don't have like that luxury of subbing out Puteas for a Bonmati, then you can use Yuki as your super sub. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Be a boy, Archer. I'll see you guys. Out here. Deuces.